Damn it! After all we've done, after we fought so hard, don't tell me it was all for nothing. Hello everyone, MikeMoneyGMR here, and welcome back to Legaia 2 Adult Saga. I went ahead and skipped to the next line the second we started the Let's Play, so that's going to be a really fun intro to come in on. But anyway, fun fact, I just realized that the last episode will be 40 minutes long because we had to tack on the extra 3 minutes from the failed thing that happened. So that's going to be funny. And we killed the head honcho. What the hell is going on? Perhaps because the Source Forge lost its power, it no longer has the strength to support this tower. The power to sustain the entire world might even have been lost. Damn it all! After all we've been through, what the hell was it all for? Listen to me, O creatures of life. As long as you are alive, you must never give up. As long as you possess life. I won't. I can't give up. I have to put my faith in the power of hope, in my own strength one more time. Mike, what are you gonna do? That's not gonna accomplish anything. The sacred stones helped us before. They showed us the power of hope. Please, sacred stones, please give me your strength one more time. Please show me the power of hope once again. Legaia, I'm with you. Even if I must die to let others live, I'll do what I can until the last moment. Me too. I'll help, Mike. Hope. Count me in. We'll pour our will to live straight into the Source Forge together. I'm in too. No way I want to die in a place like this. Let me add my will to live too. I want to live to see tomorrow. I don't want to lose our world. Oh, look at our origins up there. Or is it, how does they say, origin? Mike, it's no use. We're too weak. We can't do it. Don't give up. I'm gonna keep trying right up to the end. We can't give up now. Yes, we can! We can make it right again. Ooh, getting goosebumps. And we died. That joke's overused. Where am I? You're in the place between life and death. Humans. No, all living creatures are continually reincarnated here. You shouldn't be here. You've still got a home to go to. You've still got people waiting for you. Here, let me give you this. I think it'll come in handy. What's this? It's a fragment of something called hope. Hang on to it. Mike, I'm sure you can see it now. The path you're meant to follow. Stick to that path and you'll be alright. Ross! Aw, man. That was pretty awesome seeing him again. Oh, hello there. Mike! How the hell did we end up here? Where are we? Where's the Source Forge? What happened to the world? One question at a time, please. I just realized you were here a moment ago. The sun. The black sun is gone. Stop staring at the sun, you'll go blind. We did it. The world is back to normal. Mike. Master. Master, what? What's going on? You heard what Rim said. The world might not return to normal. However, it does appear that we stopped it from being completely destroyed. The Demiurge Tower and the Source Forge must have been destroyed in the battle. There's no way for us to know how much longer the world will survive. It's not gone. The Source Forge isn't gone. The world is still here. That means that it must be somewhere. You're right. Hope is what saved the world. And everything that lives in this world has that power. The power of hope. The will to live. There is nothing stronger in this world. The will to live, huh? Well, I know that I've been happy to be alive on more occasions than I can count. Emotions like that one, they must pull together and become the will to live. At least that's what I think. God, this is killing my throat, but I love doing these voices. The more lives there are, the stronger the will to live becomes. And when that feeling gets strong enough, the world will go back to the way it was. Right, Mike? Yes, and no. We're not going to put things back the way they were. We're going to make our world as we go. Phew. And that was Legaia 2 Dual Saga right there. Oh man. I mean, of course, there's probably going to be more, but credit-wise, of course. Oh my god, I love it when they do stuff like this. Oh, yes. Credits like this are the greatest. Oh man. Congratulations, Bubba. Damn, I don't know what to say. I'm like really feeling like, good lord, I don't know. Finishing this for the first time is the greatest feeling right now to me. Remember, I've never gotten this far in the game. So to get here now is just a wonderful, wonderful thing. And I get to share it with you guys. That's even better, you know? Not sure what happened there, but anyway. Yeah, I am very glad to have just gone ahead and finished this. I know there was so much extra stuff we could have been doing. Like, we could have done those mini games that I was having issues with. Huh. That's interesting. All the kids are playing together now. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, just all the mini games and all that we could have done. We could have taken extra time and gone and gotten all the materials we needed to make the ultimate weapon and armor. What the hell is all that? Oh. I thought that was just like the people coming in and like stealing treasures from the castle. Yeah, I probably could have also completely finished, which I do plan to still go back and do that maybe if enough people ask for it. Go back and complete the more or less I know this is a reference to another game, but Pit of 100 Trials, even though there's more than that on there. I could go back and finish that. Huh. Fextus, you're awesome. But yeah, I mean, there's that we could have done. Though that would have been like the last thing that I really needed to do if I couldn't finish the mini games. So other than that, I don't know. Huh. That's cute. Aww. Special thanks to Yuko Sakoto and Karo Kaneko, I think it's how you say that. Yeah. I want to give a special thanks to the people who made this game. I know they're not going to hear me say that, but I definitely want to give them a thank you for bringing the Legaia the Legend Legaia storyline to a more or less completion. Because Legend Legaia, you know, it ended with so much left, that they could have extended on, you know. And then this came out, and well, I didn't know about it at the time, and then I found it at a GameStop of all places, where you know you usually don't luckily, you don't usually find PlayStation 2, especially not now. But you usually don't find PlayStation 2 games at. And, you know, this was before the PS4 and Xbox One and all that was released and all that stuff. Procreon. And, of course, Sony Computer Entertainment. And Eidos Interactive. You guys are amazing. And gals, too, of course. That guy's back in action, it looks like. Mike, he's gone. Yeah, always thought he'd take charge of the Vigilance Corps after me, though. But he's different from us somehow. I don't know what exactly, but whatever it is, this town's not big enough to hold him back. What's the matter? You regretting not chasing after him? Of course not. I wasn't thinking that at all. Besides, he'll be back. That's true. This is where he grew up. He'll definitely be back. Even stronger and even wiser. What are you doing there, of all places, man? Still staring at the sun? Interesting. That's not the kind of ending I expected, but cool all the same. I knew it. So you don't keep that experience that you get. It's funny though. Yeah, you're gonna start back in the Source Forge. Oh god, I don't know what to do though now. I guess I'll let it stay on the front screen for now. See where it ends up opening up on. Okay, here you go. Yeah, that's pretty much it, though. I mean, I don't know what else to really say to you guys except for, like, give my little, you know, thing, of course. I don't know if there was supposed to be different, you know, endings. Because, you know, it talks about how you can get your characters to like you differently, right? And all that. But, that just seems to kind of be a silly little thing. It doesn't seem to, like, really change much. And the way the game ends, it looks like they may have, like, thought about, you know, like, the way he's standing there, it looks like they could have easily changed things, you know? They could have, like, made another game, so to speak, you know? I mean, it just kind of feels like they had so many different ideas, but I just find it strange, you know, that they were like, I don't think I showed this to you, this little thing here. Oh, man. Interesting. Yeah, it definitely doesn't talk about much about like any kind of thing about like, you know, if you react to certain characters and all that, what they do. Man. I just can't believe that I'm technically finished with this. It's just crazy. You know? I mean, it's not like... Wow, the game's like pretty much spoiled by this little thing here. I mean, it probably only plays this if you beat the game, probably, I hope. But damn, I mean, it's like amazing how it's just showing all this stuff. But yeah. Let's go back to the continue screen just so it doesn't try to load anything else. So I guess it's time for that all-important moment where we talk about, well, I guess not technically we, but I talk about my experience through the game and give you my rating. First off, I would say this. This game surprised me a lot. Like I said, when I first came into this game, I was upset because, you know, they changed a lot. Remember, you no longer, like, if you want to compare this to Legend of Legaia, for example, which is more or less where the quote-unquote sequel comes from this, and why they call it Legaia 2, you know, it's just like, when you come into this game and you come in thinking, well, maybe it'll be like Legend of Legaia, maybe it'll be similar, and you find that they took a new approach, like something totally different in a way, and instead just kind of used music from the last game and added some sprinkled charm on it a little bit and kind of changed the way the battles worked. Showed the enemy's HP at all times, well, an HP bar. They did a better job explaining to you how everything works in the book compared to Legend of Legaia and stuff like that. And you always knew how much health an enemy would have as long as, well, you know, you could find that information easily, you know. And you know, they made it easy for you to get through this game, while at the same time they made it where only if you prepared yourself in a way. Like, you could easily play through this game and be, like, rushing like I did and never beat the game. Because if you rush through the game, you will always run into problems where you will get killed because you don't have the necessary stuff to progress. And then if you play through the same way I played through for you guys, I took my time. I mean, I don't even know how long this Let's Play has been going on for, you know? So, I mean, it's crazy to think that, I mean, like, we're on part 145. that's saying something. I mean, like, compared to my Legend of Legaia thing, you know, let's see, how many parts did that end up being? Actually, no, it only ended up being 118 parts because I added a bonus thing to it. So actually, it was even longer than the last game. I mean, and that was with me actually starting to get better at editing stuff out, you know, because like in Legend of Legaia, a lot of the reasons why I had problems with it is because I wasn't good at editing out battles. You know, I wasn't sure of a lot of things, and then I come with this game later on in my, you know, YouTube life, I guess you could say, and I start getting better and start realizing, well, I need to get rid of this, or I could leave it in because there's something different in it, you know. But yeah, let's go to the rating system. We're getting kind of up there on time, so let's kind of go into the rating system. I would love to, like, I could rant and rant and rant about how much I really enjoyed this game, because I really did enjoy it. But now we need to take this seriously and rate this. So, first things first, I say we rate the story. 1 out of 10 progress, you know, thing you get. So, the story of the game, honestly, I would give it an 8 out of 10 because of one thing. Honestly, it seems to me that the story is kind of given to you, yes, but not until like a little bit later into the game. At the start of the game, there is no real story. It's just you are a guy who's living his days helping out his adopted father, more or less, right? And they don't even really say that to you right away, but you know, it makes sense. And you know, you get taught how to fight and all that, and because like you have to go into the hunter's woods or whatever the hell it's called in this game to fight off the monsters to protect the town and also hunt at the same time, right? And it's like, you know, you find this all out and you're like, oh, that's amazing. So at that point, it doesn't give you a storyline, but then once you get to the end of that section, the story kind of appears. You start slowly piecing it, like it slowly starts making itself known. So I kind of don't like that, but at the same time I do, because it's like, you know, instead of just like, here's a story, it's right in your face, you know, here, bam. Instead it kind of like slowly moves into it, and I really enjoy that. Okay, and now let's go to gameplay. Let's do that. I don't want to do graphics yet. Gameplay. If you want to say compared to the Legend of Legaia standards, I would definitely say 9 out of 10. But if you want to compare it on its own, like standalone, it's kind of like an 8 out of 10 again, because on the 9 out of 10 out of the compared to Legend of Legaia, it makes it a little bit better. It makes it easier for you to get AP, and so you can do stronger moves, right? And that was an issue you always had in Legend of Legaia. But if you set it alone as its own standalone thing, it gets a little worse, because then you find yourself thinking, well, okay, I have to constantly farm the same moves over and over and over again to, like, you know, eventually defeat an enemy. That sucks. And then, like, some people are like, well, that's not too bad. Repetitiveness is okay. But, I mean, you know, if you want to sit and play a game all the way through, which you probably couldn't do that for this game anyway, well, speedrunners would probably be laughing in my face, but no, I'm saying, like, if you really want to just sit down and play this game, you got a problem, because instantly, it's like, you can learn all your moves at the start. Like if you find them in the book, you can learn them. Same, like that goes for your super arts, your regular arts, all that, as long as you have the AP bar to do it. So that being said, it's like, okay, as long as you have a book, you can find all the arts. If you don't have a book and you play this game on your own and all that, it takes forever to learn the arts, because you have to put in random things and hope that it does something. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of a problem, but I mean, it doesn't affect you too much. Next is I would like, let's just continue with this. Let's say the exploration thing, where you're inside the area. It's easy to get lost. I mean, in some areas, it's very easy to get lost. It's like, I like how it's not linear, but that means that it's easy to get lost. And that causes problems as well. I mean, like, let's look back at the Tower of Ellsworth, is what it was? I don't remember. But the place where, like, where you have to use the wind puzzles and all that, that area was hard because it was like, to get everything, you had to know exactly how the puzzle worked. And that wasn't easy for you to do. It was like, okay, what do I do next? And so that was a problem. Okay, so now let's move on to graphics, of course. Graphics, definitely 9 out of 10. I mean, it's a PlayStation 2 game. PlayStation 2 had some pretty good graphics for its time. Sure, there was loading issues, but that was because of the graphics. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to not bring that up anymore ever since I heard about that. But yeah, I mean, PlayStation worked really hard to make these great graphics. I mean, it's not realistic like what PlayStation 3 and 4 are trying to aim for, but I mean, it is nice and everything looks great. And although I mean, like, you could go into more detail and say, like, how in combat and stuff, they didn't add blood. Like, that would add a graphic thing altogether. That would make the game more violent in the battles, but they don't do that. They make it more user-friendly so that, like, pretty much technically all ages could play, I think, isn't it rated? No, it's rated teen, but I mean, it's still technically able to be played by other people too. I mean, kids nowadays are desensitized to this stuff, so it wouldn't be as bad for them. For this one, it's yes or no. Replayability. Yes, I think you could replay this game over and over again. Try different things in battles. Maybe not use the point card at all throughout the entire game like I did. I mean, until the end, of course. I always use it on the final boss. But I mean, like, many people were telling me, why aren't you using the point card more? And it's because my feeling is, don't use it till the end. And so you could play it again and use the point card more often. Use it for every boss just to, annihilate them. I mean, there's that. And then there's, doing everything, like 100%ing the game. This game didn't have a 100% sheet at the end to tell you if you did or not. All it has at the end is Lang's, well, his name is Lang unless you rename him, standing on the edge of the cliff looking out, like, just admiring the world he saved, more or less. Let's see, anything else? Overall, I guess, because I can't really think of anything else that I really need to rate. Yeah, 9 out of 10. Perfect score in that regards, because I think that fits it just fine. The game is amazing. I know it's not for everyone, but it's an amazing RPG game. It gives you a lot more decision making in your fights instead of having to rely on a single attack command or a single magic attack or whatever, like in most typical RPGs. this type of RPG doesn't even exist anymore, it seems. They've stopped, they've not even made a game like this that I know of anymore. And it's sad. It's like, I was talking about this, I've talked about this throughout the entire Let's Play, I think, and in other previous Let's Plays, I'm like, why don't they make more of these? And it's because people like simplicity. I like complex stuff. I like this because it's complex. I mean, it's not like you could sit there and think to yourself, okay, if I do this attack, and this attack, I will do this much damage. Like, I can do this much damage, but if I do this one and this one and this one, I can do even more damage. And it's like, you think of, like, let's compare it to Final Fantasy, for example. In Final Fantasy, you only have an attack option. And when you attack, your attack is dependent on, your strength stat and blah, 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 blah. In this game, yes, that is true. It is dependent on your strength, attack, and all that. And your weapon strength and all that. But then you also have the, where you attack the enemy that also does damage. Like if you attack their legs, if they have lower leg defense, it does more damage down there. If you attack them in the face and they have lower face defense, it does more damage. I mean, you got all of this going through your head. And that makes it more complex. And that's why it's not probably a favorite to everybody. And I mean, it probably also makes it extremely complicated. I mean, could you just imagine if they made a game like this for PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 4, which probably had to be PlayStation 4 now because that's the leading PlayStation system. If they did that, they would have to make, it would be like such a small thing for it that they would probably be like, well, this is kind of silly to make it. Like, compared to, like, what it was now. I mean, like, even with all this complex stuff that's in the battle thing, this game is still huge. And, like, you could probably just imagine how huge, like, how much information's on that DVD that's in there. Compared to, say, Super Nintendo cartridge. Anyway, though, I think that pretty much covers everything that I wanted to go over. I mean, I know you guys are probably like, oh my god, why did he talk this long? But listen, I want to just sing this game's praises because it is a wonderful, wonderful game. And if you haven't played it and you watch this whole Let's Play and you can find a copy of the game, definitely give it a try. Those of you out there who have played through the game know exactly what I'm talking about. This game is fun. This game is great. It has countless hours of gameplay that you can do throughout, like just playing through the main storyline or even playing through everything else like we did. That's why there's so many parts in this, because of all the side things that weren't available in Legend of Legaia. That was the PlayStation game. This is a PlayStation 2 game. They took all of these side quests for you and made the game even better. That's what I love about this game. And I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Because, if you guys hated this game, that's sad. Because I understand, I mean, it's not for everyone. But it's a great game. And that's why I played it for you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this journey. I hope that those of you who have been thinking about getting a game like this, I hope this encouraged you to give it a shot. And those of you who have played the game before, I hope I did it justice for you. I know you guys, I know those of you out there who have played it before were, kind of tell me, you're doing this wrong. But don't worry, it's okay. I don't mind. Well then, whatever we do next, I hope you guys look forward to it. Till then, everyone, bye.